our old friend Destiny. Stephen Bonnell is in the news again, but not necessarily for the right reasons, because he was recently on the Hodgetwin podcast, and they asked him a very difficult question that he struggled with, and the question was, Destiny, what is a woman? And he gave a sort of answer. I believe we have the clip.
What is a woman to you?
What? Fuck, that's a really complicated question.
Man, come on, man.
That's an insanely fucking complicated question.
Yeah?
Okay, without diving too deep in all this dumbass shit, okay? Listen, okay? Jesus Christ, okay?
He's trying to think of it.
The right answer.
So
Why is that an insanely complicated question?
It was, but then this is how they responded after he's kind of gave some, ran around the bush here about that. Do you have the second half of that clip?
Yes.
Shit, like Mrs. Whoever.
I think when somebody say that, I think of tits and a vagina.
Sure, maybe, but like you might meet somebody.
No, not maybe. A woman won't
Not maybe.
Say, oh,
not maybe. So the Hodgetwins were not having it, Destiny.
Wait,
By the
what's
way,
that?
Destiny, you got to do better than that. Could you have the full extent of the clip, if you
Yes.
can?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't
So he
see
went
the
to basically say all sorts of explanations like, well, you got to understand what qualia is. It depends on the circumstance. And like there's tables and there's curtains. And, is a hot dog a sandwich or not?
Vagina
And Destiny's not an idiot. We've done multiple podcast content
Yeah, he's
with
smart.
Destiny. I don't know why he struggled with this one, but this is what he did and attempted to try to define a woman. Go ahead.
Is a woman to you?
What? Fuck, that's a really complicated question.
Man, come on, man.
That's an insanely fucking complicated question.
Yeah?
Without diving too deep in all this dumbass shit, okay? Listen, okay? Jesus Christ, okay?
Take it
If
easy.
I tell you a thing, okay? In philosophy, there's a thing called qualia, okay? So, like, what is it like to experience something, okay? Behind you is a red curtain. If you've never seen the color red before, and I say, there's a red curtain, I can never actually express what that qualia is to you. You're not going to know unless you experience it yourself, right?
Right.
So, there are things that we experience, and when we have two brains, okay, I can never send you an idea. I can't do it. It's impossible because our brains are separate. So, what I do is I speak a word. When I say something, I hope that you have an experience that maps onto
So
that.
confused.
So, when I say, like, oh, this blanket is really soft, you might think soft, like, oh, like a dog or a kitty cat or a pillow. You've got other experiences that map on it, right? For all of the language that we use, we say words. There's a whole bunch of associated concepts that like pop up when we say those words. Now, they might not map cleanly onto some universal, Platonistic form of a thing. So, for instance, when I say table and I tell you to define a table, you can never give me a definition that encompasses all tables and excludes all things that aren't tables, right? Do they always have four legs? One, is it something you can sit on or not? Like, it's really complicated. So when you say, like, well, what is like a woman? Well, when you say woman, depending on the context, it lights up a whole bunch of concepts. So woman, they tend to dress a certain way. They tend to have certain hair. They tend to exhibit certain like characteristics. They tend to have certain body parts. They tend to have certain, right? So a woman, it really kind of depends on the circumstance, right? Like if I'm in let's say that I'm in school, right, and I'm like a grade schooler, and somebody says, oh, a woman just walked by. Well, in that case, you're probably speaking more to
You're
age
like,
than like genders or whatever, right? Because like, oh, woman, shit, like Mrs. Whoever.
I think when somebody say that, I think of tits and a vagina.
Sure, maybe, but like you might meet somebody.
No, not maybe. A woman walks by and someone say, oh, she's got tits and a vagina.
But not you're associating behaviors anymore. When you see somebody
Okay,
in a
gotcha.
store,
All right. So the Hodgetwins weren't having it. We've had the Hodgetwins on the podcast. Those guys
Yeah.
are huge
They
and
are.
hilarious. Destiny,
We've been out for a while.
We love Destiny.
smart guy.
but-
We've had him on the podcast. I like Destiny.
Yeah.
But sometimes, bro, just answer the question. So, Rich,
No, bro.
trick question. What is a woman?
I mean, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
save
help.
your chest.
I mean,
Please
I
don't
just-
use the word qualia, curtain, or hot dog.
I mean, I just
did he
lost
say
a minute of my
koala?
life listening to this idiot talk about.
It's like, what's a
I don't know
koala?
why he gets a
Or why a
platform.
koala?
What is a woman? It's a biological female with the ability to birth children. That's it.
No, but some might say that's the sex. So there's two sexes, right? Female,
I don't care
male.
what other people say.
And
A
then
woman has a
gender-
uterus,
Well,
has
no,
a vagina,
Listen,
has breast
I have my
tissue.
own personal opinion. I don't like when people are like, when you say, what is your gender? And there's like 50 different options.
Male
I'm
or
like,
female, it's
I'm
straightforward.
overwhelmed. Yeah.
I don't know why we have to.
Why do we need to separate the
confuse
two?
things today?
But that's just what.
This is all part of the
people-
agenda to
that's what he
pacify the
should have
Western
gone
Okay,
world.
how about this? Ready? Raise your hand if you're currently pregnant on the panel. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have
Oh,
a biological
so just-
female that's pregnant.
The biological adult
Woman.
human female. Chris, I know you've been trying to get pregnant.
Oh, shit.
Why hasn't it happened for you, bro?
Not a woman.
What?
What?
Yeah.
So, what's a woman?
An adult human female.
Oh,
A birth giver.
okay. What? By the way, let's just go around table here. Shay, what's a woman?
I can't even explain myself. But a birth giver. Like me. We give life.
Give life.
Yeah.
Okay, Marina. You can say it in English or Russian, but what is woman?
I would call her a biological female that can reproduce.
people.
Okay. Now, not every woman can give birth. We understand that, but
Has ability to
has the ability.
Yes.
You came from we all, like, what did Tupac say? We all came from a woman, got a name from a woman, so don't try to blame me.
Or can I add feminine
go ahead.
energy?
Bring up Tupac. Shay wants to go ahead.
Feminine energy.
Feminine energy.
But I mean, you have men that have
I was
feminine
gonna say,
energy.
there's men that
Like
like
Destiny, for example.
Oh, have you ever
That's
done any
totally
content with
right.
Destiny?
No, I would never sit with that guy.
Really? Why?
He's a clown.
You wouldn't debate him though?
On what?
What is a woman?
He let other dudes bang his wife.
Oh.
He doesn't
Wait,
even.
what?
He doesn't have the capacity to describe what a woman is.
So you wouldn't even sit down
So
with him.
What's the point?
I mean, that is true,
Is it
though.
that you don't respect him? You don't value him? You think he's an idiot? All the above? None of the above? Because
Look,
I've had Destiny on before.
I understand that
Yeah.
he provides entertainment when he rambles on for 13 minutes about a subject like what's a woman.
Yeah.
But why?
Let's get
A
to the point,
biological
yeah.
woman is a person with a uterus, with a vagina, with female breast tissue that can birth a child. Straightforward. It's not a convoluted question. Let's bring in red curtains and
Really not.
legs on
Table.
a chair. Like,
Yeah,
what?
the table with the
Who
legs.
the
I
hell's
didn't get
falling
that.
for that? That's like bullshit baffles brains.
I zoned out. in
Yeah,
first
the
5
big
seconds.
problem with intelligent liberals, I wouldn't call him a progressive because he actually just denounced progressives, but like with Pixie even, for example, they over-intellectualize things where they're like, well, I didn't check anyone's DNA before I walked into this
Right.
room. How could I really be sure? It's like there's two extremes. Either you're so dumb that you literally believe that people can be in the wrong body, your soul can be in the wrong body, or you over-intellectualize it using a fancy word salad like Destiny was.
Right.
Anyway, do you want to weigh in, Rain, on what a woman is? Is there any different answers?
I agree with Rich. A woman is just like tits, a vagina, and just like they give life. Like literally.
It's not complex.
It's not at all.
Thank God.
We give everyone gives a certain quality, but really that's the generality of it all.
You know, it's interesting with Destiny because I've found that most men, that men are disagreeable, women are more agreeable. Men,
Right.
like if some dude walked into the bar and he's like, yeah, I'm a woman, all the dudes would be like, no, you're not, bro. Like, I see your beard and your bulge and your package and sorry. Whereas women are more inclined to be like, well, she feels that way. It's her truth.
I think a lot
This
of
is
women.
why I don't think that women, like The View,
Damn,
should
maybe
ever
I'm
be
wrong.
allowed to just do a show without a man being like, no, that ain't true, lady. Because guys are a little bit more prone to being like, nah, I don't play that game.
It's like
Whereas
women-
The
women
View
will be
needs
like,
a supervisor?
what's that?
The View needs a
The
supervisor. You
View
should
needs
take
a
care of that.
supervisor.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna my friend Rich.
a lot of women like snap and congratulate stupidity. That's the thing. Like they always like come together like, yeah, I love that. I love everything that you're doing. You know, it's like
Right.
wrong. A woman will never like say wrong about another woman because they are so concerned about their status and who they are and stuff. Be like, no, I love her, but then talk behind her back.
Right.
Well, it's competition. They don't want them
Yes.
to do well.
Yeah.
They don't want other women to surpass them. So they'll lie to their face and tell them they're doing a great job because it behooves them to keep women low so they
Yeah.
can ascend and get higher level men. You talk about, women are best at sabotaging other women.
So good. Mean Girls. Literally a whole movie about it. Mean Girls.
Right.
Like, literally.
They
a
just came out
sexual
with Mean
strategy.
Girls, a part 2, 20 years later.
Not the
Unbelievable.
same. It's not the same.
Okay.
It's not the
All
same.
right, guys,
And
stop being
work and
such mean
shit.
girls here. I just didn't see the second movie. But Destiny, do better, bro. Rich, not a fan of Destiny, but we'll see. Maybe we make some peace there. Never, not
It's
gonna
like,
happen.
no.
I like being around men that are men. Right?
Yeah.
The dude looks like he can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag.
Oh shit.
Can
Okay.
I ask you, who do you have like an adversarial opinion with that you would like to debate? Because like obviously like Jasmine Jafar, she's someone polar opposite to you. Destiny, someone polar opposite to you. You don't want to share. You said you wouldn't share a stage with either of them. So who is someone who shares what you would call a very adversarial opinion to you, who you would like to get up and debate with?
There's intelligent people that have adversarial opinions that you can have a conversation with. There's other people that just try to baffle you with bullshit, right? I just don't have time for that.
But who do you have an example of someone who you
Throw
would?
some names at me. I mean,
would you?
I don't think about other people as much as you think I do.
He's like, I don't even know who's out there.
He basically said,
Mike
I didn't even know who the hell Chelsea Handler was. Like,
Chelsea Handler. He basically, Rich gave you the, ain't nobody got no time for that
Yeah.
speech. Whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.